What up, crazy people? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
It's you.
This news really,
Yo, this is crazy. The response to this, I feel like, is also pretty bad. It's pretty shaming. So basically, here's what happened. Like, there's a woman. Her name is Erica Birch, and she was at a Walmart. She sees a father with her daughter, and the daughter's hair apparently is not just like kind of stuck to the handlebar, but it looks like his father is also holding it there.
Yeah.
And he's literally dragging the girl with him as he's moving. This girl, Erica, sees it and is appalled by it, and she even hears the little girl being like, stop, I won't do it again, like stop. Erica approached the man. I applaud that, because I'm like, yo, if you feel that something's wrong, you should say something.
Yeah, don't just take a photo and do nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we talk about a lot of times, like people who take footage, it's like, yo, you didn't step in to help. If you approach sometimes, the dad basically was like, mind your own business. Like, could have been a confrontation. Okay, and then another part of this story where I find crazy is she actually, during that time, she actually found a police officer.
Yeah.
Police officer said it's not, he wouldn't stop what's going on because it's not child abuse, because technically, by his definition, child abuse means that the girl would have had bodily harm inflicted on her.
This is not bodily harm.
Yeah. So a little girl whose hair is being like dragged and she's asking for the pain to stop isn't bodily harm?
And guess what? The officer's like, well, the father has the right to discipline his child.
wow.
I think there's a difference between just disciplining and what the dad is doing here. Because that's
Huge difference.
Is this worse than Adrian Peterson beating his kid with a switch?
When Adrian Peterson did it, I mean, literally, like, you could see the scars.
Okay,
Almost. It's the
right.
scar-forming injuries.
Right.
So it depends, like, how hard he pulled, because you can't see sometimes when you're like dragging someone by, I don't know, I never dragged anyone by the hair before, but I imagine like you can't really see because it's covered up in the hair.
Okay.
You can't see the actual injuries. Here's how I judge what's child abuse and what's not. I
Okay.
compare it to myself. I've been through what a lot of people could consider child abuse.
That's true.
So has
That's true.
many
So has a lot of Asians
around the world.
That's true.
Now, if I look at something and I cringe, that's pretty much child abuse. Because if I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents would never have done that to me. That is really bad. I got whipped. My mom used to pinch me. She's like, eh. And my dad used to kick my butt like a soccer ball because he used to play soccer.
But your butt's cushion.
Yeah, my butt has some cushion.
Yeah.
So, but no, they would never be like,
No.
You know, I got my hair pulled once. You know when?
What?
In a fight?
In a fight.
Yeah, me too. Me
In
too.
a fight in China.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, this kid come on, he grabs, he
It hurts.
That's
Hurts.
that's like a fighting meant to like control you and using the pain.
Yeah. I got beat up by a girl. She pulled my hair.
Okay, I did not expect
She was
that.
bigger than me. Yeah.
That was completely unexpected.
Yeah, I wanted to follow up with
I mean-
something and he threw that in my mouth.
I mean, him getting beat up by a girl is not unexpected, I guess. But
No,
just throwing it out there.
I know.
Because she beat me up by pulling my hair, so I feel your pain.
No, here's the thing. I do agree. Any form of abuse hurts for sure, but I think there's something humiliating and degrading about the hair pulling thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I don't think any kind of abuse should be tolerated, but when you drag somebody by the hair, particularly when you drag like a little girl's hair, it's almost also degrading for some reason. It's like you're not even a human being because you drag like animals around. You know? And you shouldn't even drag animals around because you should be nice to animals too.
Right.
But like that's how I feel, and I'm like, well, she's your daughter. That's like, how can you treat your own daughter like this? How can you treat a fellow human being like this? If she did something wrong, like, you can sternly reprimand her.
I'm gonna play Criminal Minds here.
Okay.
Because I feel like a sociopath, someone who's really mentally disturbed, they're the ones who can commit something heinous.
Right.
And it's just like drinking water to them.
Yep, exactly.
It's just like, I'm just going around my day and I buried 3 people in my backyard last night. Like, this guy is literally walking around the mart,
Right.
and he's just like, hey, just going around my day, dragging my daughter's hair around with me. Like, to him, it's just like,
Not a big deal.
And he had the galls to be like, mind your own business,
Exactly.
lady. Like, most people would be ashamed.
Even if it was me and I'm like, I can't really arrest them at this point, I would at least go up to the dad and be like, excuse me, sir, there are other ways of disciplining your children.
Yeah.
There are other ways, okay? Like, this isn't the only way to discipline children.
Yeah, and I also think that police officers, you're right, just because there's no specific law prohibiting the pulling of hair, maybe,
Right.
I think that people who become police officers should embody good morals and good behavior.
Yep.
And I think that I see a lot of that in good police officers.
Right.
And you see police officers do a lot of good things. But this guy, I feel like, I feel like his attitude is just like, it's none of our business, and why are you bringing this up to me? And I'm like, how can you be like that? You could at least say something. You don't have to arrest the guy, but you should step in and enforce something, like, and be like, hey, don't do that. That's not a good thing to do.
I'm happy that we live in an era where if something, because 20 years ago, this happened, right?
Yeah.
That's it. You go to the cop says no. There you go.
Right.
That's the end of it.
Right.
Now, all right, here you go. This thing is gonna get blown up.
Yep.
And something will get done. So right now, Child Services is called. They're investigating. The police is investigating this.
Right.
Although, even though some officers might be like, "Hey, why are we investigating this? Whatever. It's just whatever. It's not a big deal." But
Right.
because of social media and everything, that's a good thing, I guess, of social media.
Right.
This is now being looked into more than, like I said, 20 years ago. That would have been done. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of people have the same kind of idea. It's like, oh, like in the past, domestic abuse wasn't even considered punishable because it was like, oh, it's domestic affairs. The law cannot interfere. Which, okay, fine, I get your theory on that, but then there are innocent people being hurt, and especially when it's a child. I mean, a lot of people have been saying, well, if this is what he does in public, he must be really mean to her in private because then no one can see it. He obviously doesn't feel like he's doing anything wrong. So every time I see a story like this, I get really angry. I mean,
This guy should be on the webpage People of Walmart.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when we first started this channel, there was a viral video. People were condemning this father who was boxing his kid. But the kid, I mean, remember, the kid was bloodied. Even that was like horrible. It was horrible. But at least in that case, I'm not condoning that part. But that kid was a grown kid, pretty much. He was in high school. And this right here, it's a little girl. It's a little girl. I mean, it really breaks my heart. And for anybody that defends or is like, let them mind their own business, I'm like, shame on you.
I'm glad this story got the attention it's sorely deserved, and shame on people who are like, yeah, mind your own business. You know what?
Just turn the tables on them.
What if it was you being in that situation? Wouldn't you want help? Yeah. So like people, I don't know.
Good on this lady for bringing attention to this and for confronting the dad and for actually trying to get help.
This lady,
good job,
this lady is literally like, she's not like, some people are just like, you just don't understand them. You see this all the time where someone's filming a video instead of helping. You'll see someone filming a video of like a rat climbing on top of a person, or like someone getting robbed or mugged.
Even worse, yeah.
And they're just like, I'm just filming a video because I want my YouTube channel to go viral. That's not how you make your YouTube channel go viral, people. And then that's all they do. Yeah. But her purpose wasn't because like I want to get popular. Whatever. Her purpose was to help someone, and I'm glad she did it.
At the end of the day, I feel like there's no debate about the story. You know how sometimes you see videos and it could go either way. It's like maybe you could have minded your own business. Maybe this is not such a big deal. I don't think this is one of those cases. I think this case is extremely just one-sided. Yep. The dad was wrong, and he should not have done that.
Dude, this is crazy.
Well, let us know your thoughts on this story. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you. Bye.